throw. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Uncorks one. Another incompletion on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And off from the shotgun.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on second down. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the feet. Makes the grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Perez to throw. On target. And they pick up just a few on that completion. No huddle offense to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finds the tight end. love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
To the air on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And now on second down for this offense. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes it from the gun on third down. Good timing on the quick out. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Leaves it with the running back. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble.
Here we go.
The give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then I could take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
The Trojans will go for it on fourth down.
Easy.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Perez wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 40. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the single back. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running back searching for a hole. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing.
He's got it all right.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Pulls it in. It's late. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
That's caught. It's Jamison. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Here comes his home running back. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's complete to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. Perez to throw. Dances away to buy time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down, and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. From the gun, the running back has it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Trojans want to move quickly. The give to the back. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Using the quick game. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's late. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Zings it complete to the right. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Got him in the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barnhart. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Spins away. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. And that's near enough for a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Running the red zone, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. Running free. Touchdown Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert the 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Perez wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The give to the tailback. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Goes airborne. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Right on the money. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Picked off to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Just willed his way for a couple after the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious. So they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll let it go to the left. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense up with an opportunity to drive the field and at least tie this one up.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. To the ground with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Perez to throw. Got his man downfield. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here's the handoff. He steps out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll have to check his feelings after that flick, but he did get the first down. Perez wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Back to pass on second down. This one's complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. With the run on 1st and goal. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Football with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Steps away to find some room. Finds his tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Phillips. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.